Once upon a time, in a charming English countryside, there lived a curious young girl named Alice. One sunny afternoon, Alice was sitting by a riverbank, feeling a little bored. She glanced up and noticed a white rabbit with pink eyes, dressed in a vest, hurrying by. The rabbit pulled out a pocket watch, saying loudly, "Oh dear, dear, I shall be late." Very interested, Alice jumped up and followed the rabbit. She watched as he disappeared into a large rabbit hole. Without thinking twice, Alice followed him down the hole and found herself falling down, down into a strange and wonderful world. Alice landed softly in a hallway filled with doors of all sizes. On a glass table, she found a small golden key and a bottle labeled "Drink Me." She sipped the potion and began to shrink, until she was just the right size to fit through a tiny door that led to a beautiful garden. As Alice explored Wonderland, she met many strange characters. First, she encountered a talking caterpillar sitting on a mushroom. He gave her confusing advice and told her that the mushroom could change her size. Alice took a piece of the mushroom and continued on her journey. Next, she met the Cheshire Cat, a grinning cat who could appear and disappear whenever he wanted. The Cheshire Cat told Alice to go to the March Hare's house, where she found the Mad Hatter and the Dormouse having a never-ending tea party. The Mad Hatter and the March Hare were quite silly indeed, constantly switching seats and talking in riddles. Alice found their actions amusing, but also a bit frustrating. After leaving the tea party, Alice wandered into the garden of the Queen of Hearts. The queen was a bossy ruler who loved to play croquet with flamingos as hammers and hedgehogs as balls. The queen was quick to anger, frequently shouting off with their heads whenever she was displeased. Despite the queen's scary demeanor, Alice bravely stood up to her. During the game, Alice met the King of Hearts and the royal court, including a variety of living playing cards. The queen said that the Knave of Hearts had stolen her tarts, and a meeting was held to decide if he was guilty. The court events were silly and chaotic, with witnesses like the Mad Hatter and the March Hare giving stories that didn't make sense. As the trial grew more ridiculous, Alice found herself growing larger and larger. The queen demanded her execution, but Alice, now towering over everyone, simply declared, "You're nothing but a pack of cards." At that moment, the entire court rose into the air and came tumbling down upon her. Suddenly, Alice woke up on the riverbank, back in the real world. She realized that her adventures in Wonderland had been a dream. She looked around and saw her sister still reading a book nearby. Alice smiled and thought about all the curious and wonderful characters she had met in her dream. Though it had all been an amazing and unreal adventure, Alice knew she would always remember her journey through Wonderland and the lessons she learned about curiosity, bravery, and standing up for herself.